All right, hello everybody and welcome into another Steve Henry Show, and this is the first of 3 Merry Christmas productions. That's right, hello. I'm glad everyone is here. I'm looking at the waiting room. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. I have a special announcement for the waiting room people. You people, God love you. You come and you come early and you come prepared. I kind of correlated to a great restaurant, and I make reservations, you know, maybe 7 o'clock, and I actually show up about 6:45 in anticipation because I can't wait. Well, that's how it is for you in the waiting room. And you know what, today, because you have been so loyal, and you in the waiting room, now, I'm cutting this off at 4 o'clock, so anybody after 4 o'clock, sorry, but if you've been in the waiting room and you've been waiting, you're going to get a gift card. That's right. Every single person. I think there's like 37, 41. Oh, my God. Call the banker. I need a loan. We are going to give a gift card to every single person that waited in that waiting room today. That's how amazing you are. I can't believe how many people actually wait. There's somebody there that's actually been there 32 minutes. Can you believe that? Now that is awesome. So for all of you, one more time, if you didn't get it the first time, for all of you who are in the waiting room or were in the waiting room prior to 4 o'clock, you are going to receive a gift card. Now, here's what I need. I need your contact information. If you believe you were in the waiting room, and we call it the waiting room, I don't know if you know it's the waiting room, but it's a place that you hang logged into YouTube in anticipation of the new Steve Henry Show, okay, prior to 4 o'clock. That's what the waiting room is. I wish, last week I think I mentioned, I wish I could be passing some hors d'oeuvres around, or maybe some soft drinks or something, because I feel bad you guys are sitting there waiting. Well, today is your lucky day. Because you've waited patiently, again, you're gonna get a gift card. How much are you asking? How much, Steve? Well, 50 bucks, how about that? 50 bucks, we'll just throw it up there like that. 50 bucks to you because you are a loyal Steve Henry Show fan. And I am so glad and so welcomed and so loved that you are here, and it is your show. Look at this. Now, we got to continue. This is a tree, a cross, if you will. This is relationship to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. A pineapple cross. Well, I went to the store and got 5 pineapples. That'll be enough. Actually, I made this wooden frame last week in my living room with cement and pillars and posts, and I thought this would be good. So I went and got 5 pineapples, right? No. I went back and got 4 more. Not enough. I ended up using 12 pineapples in this bad boy. Look at that. That is a presentation of the cross. And the popular item that's going to come to the cross today is called a charcuterie board. Now, a lot of you had trouble with that. Yeah, charcuterie board is the proper pronunciation. If you saw the video during the midweek, we had kind of a little funny clip in there. Charcuterie board. And these, little education you get a little bit here in the show, these were made popular by you. Did you know that? Yeah, the 30-plus crowd. I don't know if you guys are the Gen Xers or what you are, but nonetheless, you guys love something called a Munchable, 10 for $1 at Walmart. Yeah, you actually started this craze. A compartment of turkey, and it's actually nutritious. Instead of eating, junk food, you actually got some pretty decent food for $1. So the Munchable revolution, which was launched by those that are 30-ish and up, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, nonetheless, started the charcuterie board craze. Now, it's been around since the 1700s. The Romans and the Persians, those guys always were first with everything, back in those days. However, it really revolutionized and proliferated in the 80s and 90s, and now it's the craze. Everybody wants a charcuterie board. How do I make one, Steve? Well, you're going to learn today how we do one sort of biblically, as in the cross. We present the items that go on the board, or the majority of the items that are going to go on the board, on the tree. So you come to the cross. Duh, not bad, huh? For the old first of the 3 series on the Jesus Christ Merry Christmas Revolution. You come to the cross. So what the process here is 6 people, that's our dynamite, right? 6 people you invite over, or you go over to somebody's house and there's about 6 people. You're watching a football game, you're having a Christmas party, playing cards. I don't know, whatever it is you do with 6 people, maybe 8, 10, doesn't matter. Bottom line is we choose 6. So each person has a board, and as you can see, we've kind of dressed this up a little bit. We're gonna make a couple of these items and show you how to make these. There's some tricks to these. But you take your board and you take what's left and room on your board and you take it to the tree or the cross, and you pick and choose what you want. Now, this is pretty stable. I've wired it in, so it's kind of cheated. I ran out of time today. We were busy today. I sold like 3 cars. Unbelievable. But nonetheless, the spigot. Check out this spigot. This is a spigot full of cocktail sauce. Yeah, cocktail sauce. You need your cocktail sauce. That literally pipes out of and into the spigot and into a very festive bowl, which you can put into your board, and you can go, and that goes well with what? Shrimp, that's right. We have prawns, actually. These are marinated prawns that are simmered in a special water. Now, you can't just throw these in water, fish them out, and just call it a prawn. No. We're gonna show you a seasoned preparation of poaching these prawns, and the flavor, you don't even need a cocktail sauce. When you put one of these bad boys in your mouth and put that to your lip, you're gonna taste that orange, that lemon, that lime, that pickling spice, all of the ingredients that go into that. We'll talk about that in a little bit as we prepare the shrimp. So we're gonna prepare the shrimp for you today, and we're also gonna do something called a sombrero. Now, salami and the meats of a charcuterie board are quite popular. However, they are done just a usual way, sliced and slivered on a board. Not here at the Steve Henry Show. We go for that wow effect, right? And so what happens is we take a salami, a slice of salami, and we make sure that we take it out of the fridge and we get it room temperature where that fat kind of melts to each other. And when it does, we put it into, yes, a formed egg carton. Now, what are we going to do with that, Steve? Well, I'll show you that. We're going to do 2 food presentations for you. The education part was the Munchables. You guys are the 80s rock and roll. That's your education. The preparation, well, we're going to do that and show you, and then we're going to present it, like I said, with a board here. We used to do an intermission and do all this at once, but we're going to show you the whole process from the start to the end product. But not before we have some birthday announcements. I believe Danny Kay, she had a birthday. Yes, you did, on the 9th. Happy birthday, Danny, up there in Washington. Arnaldo, you gave me 2 dates. I'm not sure what's going on there, but Rick, 777-1214, happy birthday to you, Big Daddy. Big Daddy, I hope the baby's doing well. By the way, Alicia, congratulations on that one. George Hernandez, if you're watching today, 12-6, we missed yours last week. But the birthdays, tell me your birthday. We're going to do a shout out on the birthdays. Stephanie and Marianne, if you're watching, that's a great thing. Stephanie is always there every week. Speaking of every week, I wish I could name everybody. I mean, I've got so many people. Titus, if you're there from Phoenix today, that whole organization, I hope is there. You guys came on board about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and that's been great. A lot of new people there from that church in Phoenix. Ken Walker, remember I told you yesterday I was going to say, hey, Ken, if you're watching, hello, Ken Walker, 09 Chevy, or I'm sorry, Dodge Avenger. Elizabeth, Gerardo, you won last week, your first time visiting the show, and you won $200 on our spin. What's that about? Well, let me tell you. If you show up in the comments in today's show or any show in the future and you say, hey, Steve, I'm here, we put your name into a spinner, and twice each week before the show ends, I'm going to spin that baby and I'm going to pull out 2, count them 2, $200 winners. Okay, so that's one giveaway. Another giveaway, as you're all in anticipation for today, and you all know what that's going to be. That's a 2014 Jeep Patriot red in color. I've been advertising that for like the last, 7 or 8 weeks. We're giving that away today on the spin. We give 5 Jeeps a year away. That's what I promised you this year, and this is number 5. We're going to deliver that to someone here in about a week or 10 days. We don't know who yet, but if you're in the spinner, that's with your email. Now, how do you get an email? You go to the Steve Henry Show. That's the new SteveHenryShow.com. You've got to be in the email to get that spin, to get your name in there. We're going to have 2 spins today. We'll have the $200 twice, and we'll have the Jeep at the end. So somebody is going to drive home a Jeep just in time for Christmas and New Year's. Somebody's going to walk away with $200. It's a beautiful thing. This show is about giving. It's about loving. It comes from him through me to you. It's your show. I do have an announcement. Amanda Howerton is doing okay. She's in Maryland. Remember, she's been one of our just avid fans and participants on the show, always there, like Michelle in Canada and Hatter House, and all you people that hear it every week, Nicole. I mean, I can just go on, and I wish I could. And by the way, the Jeep giveaway, I'm going to mention this many times as I have before. I wish what I did or do for this one person on the Jeep, I could do for everybody. Same with the $200. And I hope eventually everybody will be driving around a Jeep, rolling out $200, and I don't know, probably putting on 10 pounds. Because the digital cookbook, that's coming out soon too. We're working on that. There's so many things going on. Some people say I talk too fast, so maybe I should slow down a little. That's not me. Okay, so that's the announcements. My producer says, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. I don't know, this guy needs to give me something to do that for. All right, so here we go. We are going to start the first presentation. We are doing prawns. Okay, now the prawns, let me show you how these work. These are beautiful prawns. Now, you will see that these are peeled, and they are also something called butterflied. So the butterfly aspect is the cleaning of the feces. Okay, not too pretty, but some of these come with stuff in them. You have to clean those out and rinse them out, but you keep them in the shell as long as possible. That keeps the shrimp fresh. Okay, the shrimp or prawn has to be fresh. And so we have taken the liberty of due to time constraints, peeling these already and butterflying these. We're gonna cook them. Yeah, we're gonna cook them, and I'm gonna show you how these will present themselves on the tree, so you can do this. Ladies and gentlemen, loved ones, I want you to be able to do this, and you can. For less than probably $100, this is doable. And let me tell you something. I've done this presentation, oh gosh, probably 20 times in my 61 years of lifestyle. And every time I do it and I bring it over to somebody's house, they talk about it. They're still talking about it. 5 years later, that Jesus crossed the tree. Now, I didn't have the charcuterie board at the time. I didn't know what one was until my kids actually educated me on this about a month ago. Dad, you gotta do this. And I'm thinking, what is a a chat board? Not a crap board or whatever it is, but nonetheless a charcuterie board. So I got the education on it, and so isn't that cool? I mean, this is cool. If I went to somebody's house now, along with the presentation of the prawn cross, the pineapple cross, and the food, I'm telling you, words can't explain the awe and the response you're going to get when you present this at your party or you bring it to somebody's party. And it's not that difficult. Like I said, I spent a half a day at Home Depot with my dogs, having a good time, picking out some wood, cement, pot, boom, 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 and here it is. Now, I don't recommend a 40-mile-an-hour wind, because that could be, wouldn't that be kind of fun if that thing tipped over right now? No, it would not. No, it would not be fun. Okay, so we're going to start with the prawns, and then also the sombrero hats. Again, meats. A lot of people use prosciuttos and Danish hams and all that other kind of stuff. We're just going to use a salami. And again, this is a Columbus salami that we have taken the liberty of pulling it out of the fridge, letting room temperature take its toll on the salami, putting an incision halfway through it and then curling it, and it stuffs perfectly into an egg carton, okay? What are we going to do with that? Well, we're going to take a pastry bag and we're going to flute our pesto cream right into our sombrero, and that will go anyway. You can't really put these on the tree. I tried that. It's a little soft, but you can start them on the board. The water is heating up. In this water, now again, as I mentioned, the prawns have to be flavored. You can't just throw shrimp in water and call it even. It doesn't work that way. We're going to season this water with a very special seasoning. We have orange, we have lemon, we have pickling spice. Now, for those of you that are okay with a little alcohol, I love to put a little Chardonnay in there, but that's all that is. Now, you don't want it too hot, and when it comes out, we need to have it pretty much into some water where it's going to chill. And I've got some ice water. We want to put this in ice water immediately, because the shrimp, believe it or not, will continue to cook as you pull these out. So we have on hand some ice water in a pot ready to go. This is almost ready. You want that just to roll to a simmer. And again, this is not a kitchen, this is an office. Dave Wilcox resides here Monday through Friday. One of these days he's going to come in here on a Saturday and say, what the, well, yeah, he's going to flip out. We try to get it cleaned back up by Monday. The odor is starting to get a little strange in here. You've got a clue there's something going on. Okay, so these are now ready to put into the water. That water is simmering to a very nice simmer. We're going to put these little shrimps in there. When are they done, Steve? When are they done? Well, you don't want to overcook them, that is for sure. There's nothing worse. Well, I could think of maybe 2 or 3 things, but there's only a few things worse than a shrimp that is overcooked. You don't want to overcook it. It's like rubber. These will literally melt in your mouth. And again, it's kind of an insult to do a sauce, but you got to do a sauce. And the spigot is right there. That spigot pumps up through a pipe and literally discharges the cocktail sauce into a bowl. You would put that into a container, put it on the board as they grab their shrimp. Okay, now, believe it or not, we put this in there about 30 seconds prior. We are literally going to flip these over, and you can see what happens with these shrimp after we butterfly them and peel them. They take on a form, and the form is a special form because when you dip that shrimp, you want the whole envelope, the whole shrimp opened up. You don't want this, half-assed shrimp not being able to get completely sauced. Hey, I like that, completely sauced. Back in the day, you remember that? I got completely sauced. No, I'm doing shrimp. Okay, so you can see we are about 3 minutes into this process. I am literally right now going to turn the water off of this flavored water, and I'm going to let them sit for about 10 seconds, and then I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to show you the perfect butterflied prawn into a little bit of ice water. You want to shock these shrimp as they come out, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a little bit of that water off, and I want to show you the formation in which these shrimp take on as they cook. Now, I know a lot of people know this, but these are little tricks of the trade, and let me tell you, I can go to somebody's house and have a shrimp fest, and I can taste just a plain shrimp and say, you know what, that's okay. Thanks for trying, deep in my breath. But when you get a shrimp like this, and I'm just gonna put this on display here, there's a little pickling spice. The pickling spice is, oh my God, when you combine these with pickling spice, but see how those have opened up? They will open up to the point where you literally can put a sauce in that envelope of openness and just have a flavor. And again, you pump that out of your spigot, you put that onto your board, and voila. And what you would do here is just come over here. You could literally drape that on there if you wanted to, like so. You can also, that's what I like to do. I like to kind of just drape these. You gotta be careful. I don't know how secure those boards are. Yep, see. It's a live show. It's a live show. I thought that was gonna happen. But anyways, you don't want to do that at home, but that's the shot of live TV, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, draped over that cocktail sauce is what you want. You can also put them on your tree. Now, again, the tree, I promise this won't come down, right? It won't, will it? No. You can literally take this off the tree, and you can dip that into your spigot or into your sauce, and voila. So that is the shrimp portion. Here come the dogs. Get the cats out of here. They're eating the food. All right, so for the next presentation part, we are going to go ahead and pipe the cream cheese and pesto. Now, what is in the sombrero, as you were asking earlier? All they are, here we have the whipped cream cheese and the pesto. You see that view to the camera? That is just a combination 50-50 of pesto and cream cheese. And what you do, you put it into a little pastry bag. You get one of these at Walmart for like $4. And all you do is just literally go ahead and pipe those right into your sombreros, like so, and boom. Now, you're wondering, why that combination, Steve? Well, let me tell you, when you put this cream cheese and this pesto together in a salami, such as a nice grated Columbus type salami slice, the combination is incredibly amazing. You see how that's pretty? I've got this cut for like a seashell. You can have all different types of tip shells on there, but bottom line is that is your piped. And see how easy, see how fast and easy that is? And that goes onto your board, which, hey, the board's back. Wow, live TV, you gotta love live TV. I think that's our first accident here. We've had almost a fire. These are 7-foot ceilings. Whoa, yes, they are shallow. All right, so there you have it. You can put anything you want on these boards, but I highly recommend stuff or items that people won't typically or traditionally do. Shout outs. My God, my sister Sue, are you there today, Sue? I have a sister. You guys probably don't know that. I have a sister Sue. She lives in Reno, Nevada with her husband Shane. We went to a Raider game there at Las Vegas here about 2 weeks ago. It was fun. See the Chiefs slaughter the Raiders. That wasn't very good though if you're a Raider fan. Michael and Dolores, if you're watching today, I love that. We have about 1 minute. If you have not put your name in the comment section and said, Steve, I'm here, I want $200. Wouldn't $200 come in handy right now for a little Christmas shopping? I think it would. So without further ado, we're going to make room here. Baby Alicia, you've got, look at this. Is that girl not tuned into the show? She literally is holding the money cup there. Is that the spin for the $200? No. All right. We got 1 more minute? Okay, I'm being told 1 more. No, there's 2 holdouts. All right, 2 holdouts. Come on, get your name in there. Let's go, people. We need to go. We have 2 $200 spins. Here they come right now. These are going to be for the $200 spinner. Thank you so much. Live television here. We're going to put that down here. Anything could happen at any given time. You know that. Okay, so you know how this works. Each week we give away $200 twice. But you know what? We used to give away $100. I want to do that right now. Last week's show, remember last week's show we did pizza, right? We came up with a name for a pizza company. I think I'm going to S-can the car business. I'm really thinking of doing that, sort of, and going into the pizza business. I made pizza all week for everybody. It was so popular, that pan pizza. If you didn't catch last week's show, we did pizza in a skillet, just like this. And it turned out amazing. I cooked pizza, I think, until Thursday. All the people, my paint and body guys, the electrical guys, everybody was coming over for pizza for lunch. I think April let everybody know, hey, we got pizza. Thanks, April, for that. But anyways, we had pizza all week. So if we were to open up a pizza restaurant, I mentioned last week we were going to name it something for $100. The first person who can get this one right, we had a name for a pizza business that we were going to start. Has to do with Moses and JB, maybe, and something else. That's a little clue. First person who gets $100. Last week's winner, $100, was Emmy G. She got hamburgers. I sent that $100 bill out to you, Emmy, I think about 2 days ago. A little slow out of the gate. Sorry about that, but you'll get that probably Monday or Tuesday. You were correct in answering hamburgers first. The first person who gets this one right, which is what pizza company are we going to name our new pizza company when we go into the pizza business, all right? And I think we already got an answer for that. It's incredible. My God. That leads me to another $100. I want to give away another $100. How about another $100? One more $100. $100. What are the names of my two dogs that show here on the show, that are on our mugs? By the way, the mugs, the shirts, the hoodies, all that stuff, available merchandise at the new SteveHenryShow.com. If you don't have your email, if you haven't rung the bell and registered and subscribed to the show, you've got to, in order to receive these wonderful gifts that we give away. So, what are the names of my dogs? Two dogs, $100. First person who gets that one right, I'm sending money out the door. All right, so come on, Steve, just get it done. We're gonna spin, baby. Alicia, are you ready to pull out a name? Let's see what we got here. I know we call her Alicia. We're gonna spin, baby, spin, spin, spin. This is literally God, there must be, 70 or 80 in here. You guys are great. Another record. Another record! Thank you so much. All right, $200 is at stake now. Wouldn't this make a great Christmas shopping spree? I have pulled out two names here. Two names. Well, we're clumsy today. I tell you, I was busy, man. I sold a lot of cards to add people. Oh. All right, the first $100, or the first spin for the $200. Oh my God, let's see who this is. Oh my God, Henry F. Henry F. Do we have a Henry F in the crowd? You have got a $200 winner, Henry F. Give it an applause, everybody. Standing ovation for a Henry F. My good man, Henry F. has got a $200 bone coming your way. Henry F. Henry F. Couldn't tell you who that is. I think I know who that is, but I'm not quite sure. All right, we have another $200 winner. This is the second $200 spin of the day. We have two a week. Oh my God, this is great. This is one of our recovering addict people. Delbert, Del M, ladies and gentlemen, you have won $200 on the Steve Henry Show today. Yay! Two $200 gift owners, Delbert and Henry, two gentlemen today. That's kind of interesting. Last week was two ladies. So, all right, now we have waited 10 weeks for this moment. 10 weeks. This is the Jeep giveaway, loved ones. Wow, look at this. There's got to be 300 or so in here at least. We do kind of vet a little bit. You have to have your subscriber base in, you have to have your email in, you have to be some of a participant of this show. You can't be a one-hit wonder, okay? That's what we try to vet out. We come up with a process. We sit down as a group and we pray on this. We come up with about 10 or 12 people that we kind of vet through. And obviously there's a little bit of a criteria, but out of that 10 or 12, we don't know. That's it. It goes into a bag and we spin and that's it. That's how it works. So I have to say, I've done this this will be my fifth time doing this. And ladies and gentlemen, this is this is probably a $50,000 adventure through the year or close to it in value. I am in the car business. I do buy correctly, and I'm able to buy very well in places like Phoenix and Seattle and Las Vegas and Dallas and Albuquerque. But it's nonetheless, it's still a huge investment into you. Again, I have had to guess $50,000 or $60,000 this year alone just in vehicles, okay? This channel is not making that yet, although we are in the process of growing. And as we grow, it's all gonna go back to you. In 2022, I may not do Jeeps, but I am thinking of some really neat stuff. And again, it's all about giving. None of this is gonna stay here on the table or Wilcox's office. It's all going out the door back to you. So the more you hear, then the more you participate and the more it's going to come to you. Eventually it will come to you. And that leads me to my prayer here. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull a name out of here, and somebody's going to have a Jeep. And it's a beautiful Jeep, 2014 red. I've driven this a lot, and I put a lot of money into this Jeep, by the way, too. I put everything you don't need to worry about for the next probably 5 years has already been done with this Jeep. Now, what I'm going to do, I wish I am going to do for this one person, I wish I could do for each and every one of you. I mean that out of the bottom of my heart. 5 out of, 3,000 is not a very good number, but it's getting there. And it's a Jeep. And so one of these days, I hope everybody can be fortunate enough to participate and win a Jeep on this show. It would be my dream. And if I could do it, trust me, I would. I would give everything away to you, the audience, because without you, we have no show. And that comes from my heart, and it comes from a deeper place than that, actually. So here we go. Without further ado, I am going to spin, and I am going to pull out a name, and just the first one that comes to mind right here, just right there, right here. And you can see, let's put that one back in there. I don't know who this is, but this didn't quite make it. It fell out. I'm going to put you back in there for next time. But this one here is for real. This one here is everybody watching. We have, oh my God, look at that number. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. It is the new SteveHenryShow.com. It is a Saturday show starting at 4 o'clock. It started about a year ago, kind of crept along. We didn't find our footing until about May. I got COVID. I was in the hospital. I'm thinking we need to come up with some kind of a regular live stream show that we can do every week. And this is it. It's cooking. God gave me this gift when I was 14. All right, enough. Wow. This is a fairly new person, although I've seen her around for probably about a month now, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, somewhere. She's been very active the last 3 weeks, I will say. And I mean, you must be a praying woman because you are a woman, and I believe you live in, I believe we're going to Phoenix, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen. Can we say hello to Patricia Rice? Patricia Rice, congratulations. You are the winner of the 2014 Jeep Patriot from the new Steve Henry Show. Just give it up, everybody. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you very much, Patricia, for participating in the show. Everybody who participates, you know, if I don't give a Jeep away in 2022, it's going to be something equivalent or better. Stay tuned for that. We have 2 more Christmas shows. We're going to do a Christmas dinner party next week. We're going to show you a little nice green, red, festive, wow presentation. And we're also going to do something very special on Christmas that's pre-recorded that you're going to just love. Thank you all for tuning into the new Steve Henry Show. Patricia Rice, congratulations. Congratulations to Henry. And congratulations to the $200 winners. The gift card winners, as I said, I must be giving out probably 50 of those, or I don't know, 40 of those gift cards. You will get them. I will get your name. You have to give me your contact name and number so I can get you your gift card if you were waiting in that waiting room prior to 4 o'clock. I love you. The show went a little bit long, but gosh, you guys are great. I love you. We'll see you next week on the new Steve Henry Show. Have a great week.